Welcome back. You never know what treasures you might find when you go thrifting. Sometimes it's a designer piece, other times it's that one-of-a-kind item that totally transforms your space. And today we're joined by thrifting expert Melanie, who's going to share some tips on spotting those hidden gems. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
excited.
Thank you. I am thrilled. I love talking about old stuff and
Yeah.
hunting it down.
Yes.
So I'm so excited to be here.
So what are your favorite maybe hidden gems? What are you always looking for when you go thrifting?
I am always looking for great pieces of vintage art. I love having vintage art in my home. It's so much more interesting than just the generic stuff that is at the big box stores, and a lot of times it's really affordable. My house is covered with old pieces of art, just like this.
Awesome.
And I'm also always looking for old books. They just content-wise are, of course, enjoyable, but they also have a lot of patina. You can use them on your shelves. You can use them as stacking in your display. And you can usually find those for pretty cheap, too.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite hobbies, is going, looking at
so
thrift stores.
fun.
I love it
So
too.
fun.
You know, what are maybe some hot pieces? I mean, I know a bunch of people, they'll try to redo an item or they want to decorate their homes, but what are you finding now is kind of like a hot ticket item?
I mean, right now, Vintage Christmas
Yes.
and Vintage Christmas is going, like, of course, right now at the holidays, but it sells year-round, and it's getting harder and harder to find. And most of that stuff, if you think about it, has only been around since like the 50s and the 60s. So there's kind of a smaller pool of it to find. So if you've got some old Christmas that's maybe in your grandma's attic or from when you were growing up as a kid, that stuff is really, really collectible right now.
Okay, that's good to know. How can thrifting maybe help people refresh their homes on a budget?
Absolutely. That is why I started my business, and that's why I started decorating with thrift store items in general, because you can. I always say you can create a beautiful home on a budget. And you know, it's a way to add character, to add items that tell a story, things that are unique, things that not everybody has. And when you're redecorating a home, I like to go with the splurges and the steals. So you can splurge on something that's a really great piece, and then you can find some steals, maybe, you know, a desk from a thrift store that you can paint, or some vintage art that you find at a flea market. And those are ways that you can add character without breaking the bank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And let's talk about upcycling really quick. You know, how can people do that safely? And what do you recommend? What's a good upcycle item?
Absolutely. I mean, furniture is, you know, that can be a little challenging if you want to
Right.
get with a huge big piece. I do paint a lot of furniture, and I've always told people, hey, grab a small little side table or a nightstand. Like here where we're showing right now, I mean, grabbing old art with old picture frames, that picture frame was beat up, but with a little bit of paint, it's gonna look like a great new piece. So picture frames, furniture, even, you know, glassware with a lot of the furniture paints that are out there, chalk paint that's around, you can paint an old glass vase right now and make that an interesting piece of decor for your house.
How can people keep up with you? I know you've got a YouTube, you're out there on social media. If they want to learn more and maybe reach out to the expert herself, how do they do that?
Yeah, thanks. So everything can be found at my main website, which is lostandfounddecor.com, and all the other things link from there.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for bringing these examples.
Yes,
We're definitely going to have
thank
you
you.
back on the show
I
at
would
some
love
point.
it. I've got lots of fun stories to tell.
Oh,
Oh,
can't
good.
wait.
We can't
Yeah.
wait to hear them.
Yeah, for sure.